Hello there, how are you? Welcome back to Revelation. Well, I had a video planned for today that was nixed last night. I had the same dream over and over again about delivering a message on planting. So, little fun fact, there are 46 Bible verses about planting. Now, I kind of like the parable that Matthew 13:24 through 30 points out. The kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seeds in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. So the servants of the household came and said unto him, Sir, didst not thou sow good seed in thy field? From whence then hath it tares? He said unto them, An enemy hath done this. The servants said unto him, Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, Nay, lest while ye gather up the tares, ye root also up the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest. And in the time of the harvest I will say to the reapers, Gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. So it kind of hits the point home right now. We're kind of like the wheat. Christians are like the wheat. And all the evilness, the corruption and the idolatry and different things going on, that's kind of like the tares. And we're all here on the earth and we're all growing intermixed amongst each other. And when Jesus returns, he is going to harvest the wheat. But first, he is going to gather up and get rid of the tares. It also reminds me of Isaiah in 30:23 when he was speaking on behalf of God to Jerusalem and Judah, mainly reminding them of their corruption and their idolatry, basically trying to give them that smack to the back of the head of, hey, you guys, wake up, stop. And one of the points that he made, again in 30:23 to them, he said, Then he will give you the seed which you will sow in the ground, and bread from the yield of the ground, and it will be rich and plenteous. On that day your livestock will graze in a roomy pasture. So I think the dream about planting and these particular Bible verses, it's our wake-up call. Pretty soon we're going to see it to be more evident of people will not be able to buy or sell. So many people are already losing their jobs, which is limiting their ability to buy or sell or pay their rent or whatever. So I think what we need to do is go ahead, get our seeds for our garden. If we live in an apartment, start that little garden area out on your balcony. If you have a yard where you can have a couple of chickens, go to the Tractor Supply or Rural King or wherever and get your chickens now, because it takes them about 4 months before they actually start laying. This dream was so in your face. I had a direction that I was going to go today with my video, and like I said, I kept going back into this dream, and it was specifically about planting. Plant your gardens, plant your microgreens. Microgreens you can grow indoor. You can buy a simple grow light, some coconut husk. You don't even have to have dirt in your apartment to do this. You could do this in a very small home. Microgreens are ready to harvest in 7 to 12 days, and the nutritional value of them is just exponentially higher than waiting for that particular plant to grow completely to full size. You know, it's just amazing at this revelation or this dream that was revealed to me last night. Like I said, I had a message that I was going to go with this morning, and I'll eventually get to that. But this was specifically put out there for me to bring it to you today to let you get ready. You know, it's going to take you a little bit of time to figure out the quirks of having backyard chickens. You don't have to have a big cow or huge land to have these different items that are edible. The microgreens, a couple of chickens, a simple small garden, you know. Planted pots. Go online to YouTube. They have tons of channels on gardens that are growing on pots on people's patios. Alrighty then. I want to thank you all for stopping by. Have an absolutely wonderful and blessed week. I'll see you next time on Revelation.